best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact. The road-wearing, original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact. The homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact. The biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact. The Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Will Stevens. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in a evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French-Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart,
Chirpwave.
X-Pac, against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Lightweight. If you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with Attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. Of course, I am the Summit of Wrestling. Welcome to today's show, today's segment, part 3. Joining me today is JP, the Melting Pot, the champ of the pay-per-view last month.
Undefeated
Yeah,
champ.
you went 7.
Did not miss a pick. Did not miss a pick. Every match.
Boo.
And our special guest today is Luchador Racist.
I don't know how to, segue into that, but I don't know. Yeah, but instead of Olay, would I just be going,
Black
racist? Does it work the same? Like Olay, I'd just be saying racist.
No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. He's not.
I don't
No,
I don't know what to do.
It's the dancing.
El Racador.
I was trying to hope you wouldn't talk anymore. You did anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
You just killed that one.
Is that the masked Samoan?
Well, Scott may win the pick.
I'm the masked Samoan this week.
That's the secret identity of Steven the Racist is the masked Samoan.
Are
he
you-
only acts like he hates him.
Are you the one that smelled the hair of Becky Lynch during Raw?
No, that was the smoking Samoan.
No, that was you. That's when you got a mask on.
Hey, sir, he did inhale. He's never tested positive. Easy with that.
That's okay. I know his cousin did.
Before we go any further, I wanted to ask JP what he thought of the Universal Heavyweight Championship being named on Raw.
Mr. Candlelight.
Before we go any farther, let me
Mr.
give you your belt for the week. You have the champ.
Actually,
Hey,
Intercontinental title is mine.
Mr. Candlelight just said
Even
that
when
was
I'm world champion.
that was Scott,
So,
not
yeah.
Jimmy Uso.
And you know what?
I hope not.
I'm not wearing my legit boss necklace. I had to get the gold plating redone since I am the champ, so we'll be back. But you know what?
mask back on?
Universal Championship. We couldn't come up with a better name because the Universal Champion should be able to go from show to show because it's universal. So I don't know why we just didn't name a World Champion. Just call it the World Champion. You had the WWE Heavyweight Championship. Why not just have a World Heavyweight Champion?
Why not have, what somebody said earlier, why not just name it WWE Raw Heavyweight Champion?
Well,
Yeah.
because you already have a WWE Heavyweight title,
You could
so you
change it to
couldn't call it
SmackDown.
WWE Raw Champion because then you'd have to change it like WWE SmackDown Champion. So I just think that you just could have went with World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, you own the rights to the belt.
Yep.
You could have changed
Or redesign
Big
it a
Gold.
little bit,
right.
you know?
Redesign Big Gold.
The A show title. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I get what he's saying though. No. I get what he's saying. It is the A show. It's not the B
Scott
show.
agrees
Okay, you
with me.
can't. But why? You can't call it A and B show
you
because
can't
then,
call A and B.
then you automatically
Yeah.
to the fans discredit the other show.
B.
The announcers are going to say that because that's their brand. They're
Yeah.
trying to build
They're
hype.
supposed to do
But
it.
you couldn't have a champion going, "Oh, I'm the world champion on the A show."
Well,
Like,
no, I was telling James earlier. How about the Raw champion?
That's what we just said.
and the SmackDown.
That's
no,
what we just said. Oh, Raw
but-
champion. No, you got to say heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
You can't just say Raw champ.
no, I said like Raw heavyweight champion.
You know what? I really what they just said. The entertainment championship would have been better than.
No, that's better than Universal.
Yeah, but what's going to happen when you say entertainment champion and then Rusev wins it and he has no entertainment value
Right.
at all?
No, it's true.
It's
You're
like
right.
calling the charisma champion.
Hey, there's only one of those.
No, there's not.
Christian.
There's actually none
I
of
never
those.
even knew that was a title.
It's not even a title.
Anyway,
Might as well call it the Seth Rollins Championship. He's the only one that will hold it there.
Mr. Raw hater, Finn Balor's there. He's your guy, right?
No,
so it's always
we
been
don't.
your
We
guy,
don't talk
but
to
no.
Mr. SmackDown when we're talking about Raw. He's not allowed to talk to us
The
about it.
man's championship.
Oh no.
What happens
The
when
man.
What happens when Roman wins it and he's the guy? Does it go to become the guy
Yeah.
championship?
We change it depending on.
What happens if Ambrose comes back? Does it become
like
the
I
Dude
said,
anyway,
Championship?
I just felt like they could have been a little more creative. I'm just really
Absolutely.
not sold on the name.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'm not really.
Not right now. They're going to have to really wow me with a belt to sell
Yeah.
me on.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Universal means that the universe is involved, but we're not.
Yeah.
You know, like when they used to do the pay-per-view, somebody refresh my memory where they would vote.
Cyber.
And you called it
Cyber
Guess what?
Tuesday
it was
or-
called Cyber
or
Sunday or Cyber
Taboo.
Tuesday. Why?
Yeah.
Because we voted through cyberspace of the internet. It made
Yeah.
sense. The Universal Champion? Who has any say in the Universal Champion?
Not us.
Right. That's why you're
And
pandering to the universe, but
Yeah.
you may end up putting it on a guy that they don't want.
Yep.
I didn't like how Mick Foley did that. What he said. I
Well,
know it's
first
not.
off- well,
I know
first-
it's not all his.
Well,
like,
first
idea.
off, we don't like anything Mick Foley does
I do.
anymore, so
I do.
I'm glad you do.
So
I'm glad you
I,
did.
I, I have to still like one old guy.
Hey, so I just want to get his opinion on the.
I like an
belt.
old guy. I like the Black Scorpion.
What have you missed so far? We talked a lot about wrestling as far as the pay-per-view from Battleground, our Sound Off Top 5. Next week we got Top 5. What's our top 5
Wrestling
next
belts of all time.
Scott, you like anybody's daughter.
week? You like anything that
Yeah.
walks.
I mean, like any girl with blonde hair, that's my daughter. I like her.
Wait, he likes Charlotte. He likes
likes
David Flair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You didn't
You
know?
like David Flair?
Anyway, let's get.
I knew it.
I wanted to get his thoughts on the championship name. Let's get into Raw and SmackDown a
Real
little
quick,
bit.
final thought.
Yeah.
I thought you also should have debuted the belt already if you're going to release the name. Would have made more impact to me.
Yeah, like now it seems like, oh, okay, we have a name. Belt's not done yet, but we'll get it for
Well,
you for
got-
SummerSlam.
Well, no, you got
Like,
to wait until SummerSlam.
But you could
To debut it?
No, you could
No.
have had
You
could have had the
brought it
belt.
out.
You could have had the belt just
They've done
hold
it.
Maybe
it on
next
a
week.
thing.
Maybe next week.
Maybe.
I mean, let's debut it next week
Yeah.
or the week of. But going to Raw.
All right,
you know,
first off, original Jimmy, how do you know she's not like most girls? I'm just asking.
It's in her song.
who's no Carmella?
Nia Jax. It's in her song. She's not like most girls.
Yeah, okay.
What's wrong with Double A? Double A is pretty good.
They couldn't find a
Hey,
battery, so they got a double A.
So
That was good.
before we go any farther, just say it. Last week, SmackDown outdrew Raw because of the draft. This week, Raw outdrew SmackDown.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it goes.
You hear that, Scott? You hear that?
This week's Raw, let me get through every. This week's Raw was from Pittsburgh, new broadcast location. What do y'all think where they changed the broadcast teams now?
I got to listen to it for a while.
I mean, do you like where they're sitting?
No. Terrible.
Look, I didn't like it when they did it on
TNA?
TNN.
TNA? But TNA does that with their announcers now, where the announcers will be away.
But
Remember,
they're
they used to
around,
do it.
they're around the
But
ring.
what I'm
though.
saying is they used to have them further away in the back. I mean,
Yeah,
hey, no
yeah.
offense, these guys might as well be behind the curtain watching a monitor now.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, it reminds me of the TNN days when
Yeah.
WWE
That's what
Raw,
I'm saying.
like the coach and then was sitting there.
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
like where they moved them to.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not immersed in ringside
And
action.
I
anymore.
have to ask what you think of the commentary because I know you
Oh, yeah.
hate. I know you hate them.
I was gonna say real fast. I was really hoping Corey Graves was gonna be a really heel this week. Nope.
Nothing.
You need to be a bad guy.
Here-
SmackDown was better as far as the announcing goes.
Here's my issue with Corey Graves. Stop trying so hard, you freaking hipster. Stop trying to be cool. We get what you are. Stop.
Yeah.
He just reminds me of a guy who's trying too hard to be heel. Or I feel like all he did was try to make fun of Byron Saxton. I was like, oh, guess what? JBL does that better than you.
Yeah. No, that's all
That
he
was
did.
all I thought about. That was the only thing I
He
could think
just-
of was JBL is better than you at that.
No, he just kept doing that.
And that's why I said I felt like he tried too hard to do it, and it just
Yeah.
came across bad.
No, that was the problem with Corey Graves. Like Corey Graves, like I don't understand that because on NXT he actually sounds better, but it's like all he can do is make fun of people.
That's the C+ show. It's like Daniel Bryan.
No.
When he's in that, he's good. But when you go to that A roster and you go to the A
Yeah.
show in quotations, you got to be better than that.
But like he's not a good color commentator. They need a better color because that's what he is. He's a color commentator.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't understand why they kept Michael Cole on Raw. I didn't understand why they didn't give someone else a chance at it. You need another play-by-play guy. You don't need Cole anymore.
You have to keep Cole. Cole is the nucleus of that announced team on Raw now, whether we like it or not. He is actually the nucleus of the show.
He's the JR, isn't he?
Right. Hey, listen, we're back up on Periscope. Technical difficulties, people. Technical difficulties. But intern Summit Jr. got us back up and running on Periscope over there.
Dude, you got to stop hiring your family to help us out here.
No,
I'm trying not to.
I like it because then when we get to fire him, I actually feel good about it.
Listen,
But like I said, Corey Graves just tried too hard.
he tried
Just
way
be
too hard.
yourself.
When he was on the draft show last week, he was pretty good on it.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was being a bad guy. You got to talk smack about these other people.
Right.
JBL, I think it's Michael Cole, dude. I really do. I think it's time Michael Cole to go because it's
That's what I was
very
saying.
plain. It's no. You feel no excitement when he's talking whatsoever. Mario and them are feeding better off. Him and JBL are feeding off each other. When you're on Raw, you got to feed off each other. Byron Sexton and them haven't done it yet.
I'm going to say it, too. That Mario guy, listen, I got to get used to his voice,
yeah.
man. It just, I don't know. It kind of bothers me right now. Like, I don't know what it is about his
The
voice.
Mario guy?
It just bothers me. Yeah, I don't
Who
even
is
know
that
his
guy
name.
again?
Mario
That's
Ranallo.
not the guy on the Cruiserweight Classic, is it?
wonder-
Yes.
That's him?
Yes,
Oh, I
yes.
like him, actually.
Question.
Good.
Do you think he has a brother named Luigi? Do you think his daddy was a plumber?
Maybe.
Okay.
So is he a son of a plumber?
Then we had
Who
Stephanie.
wears red?
Then we had Stephanie and Mick Foley in the ring. Roster of Raw comes out. She says Reigns lost it for Raw. They make 2 fatal 4-way matches for the main event at Raw. Winner of main event faces Rollins at SummerSlam. New WWE title will be called WWE Universal title. And they announced WWE women's match, Charlotte versus Sasha. The first fatal 4-way was Rusev versus Cesaro versus Owens versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor wins with the coup de grace. Ain't that how you say it?
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace. All right.
Coup de
thank
grace.
you.
There you go.
Yes, it was a 40-minute match, but it was good. We have complained on it wasn't great. It was good. We always complain on the show about the start of Raw is 30, 40 minutes of talking. Yes, it was 15 minutes, but the roster was out there with the general managers. I'm all right with that for this week.
Right, yeah.
If it happens next week, we got an issue.
By the way, I agree with Scott. David Otunga needs to be fired
Agreed.
sooner than later. You want to
why?
talk about
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
terrible
yeah,
on comedy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
he's
you
not
watch
great.
SmackDown, you have no idea how terrible David Otunga was.
First
off, I don't even know why he's still hired.
He was horrible on SmackDown. That was one bad thing I'll say about SmackDown.
He's
with
married
that.
to Jennifer.
Okay,
Hudson.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm even gonna go on a limb that y'all probably never thought you'd hear me say. I would rather hear Corey Graves than David Otunga. That's
Wow.
how bad David Otunga is.
Wow, you
He
like
probably will.
someone worse than Corey Graves?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you hate someone more? Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Then we had, but Finn Balor won. I loved the debut. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, it was great.
how else
debut.
you want to debut him?
Well, you had to. I mean, you had to debut him this week.
Here's what I didn't like. The only thing that would have made it better, why did you have him walk out in front of everybody?
Yeah.
Just random. I'm telling you right now, I would have kicked the show off with his match, and after they said everybody's name, lights
Let him
go
be the
out,
last
music
one.
hits,
Yeah,
boom.
I agree.
That would have been better instead of just parading him up, walking up through everybody like, hey, guys, I've been here for a long time.
Yeah, I agree.
mean, I felt like there was no build-up to where opposite on SmackDown, which we'll probably talk about,
Yes,
somebody else, I thought, as bad as we hate to say it, had a better entrance than him because of the way they did it.
Yeah.
And that's how they should have done him, was the way they did her. And I just thought it would have added a little something.
I agree.
Yeah.
Then we had Nia Jax versus Britt Baker. Jax wins with the leg drop. Hey, I know she's not great in the ring, but it was a good debut because it was a jobber.
Do you want to get hit with that leg?
No,
Okay.
No.
I'll get hit with that leg.
I
I'm good.
think she's gonna be dream match. She might be. I mean, I think she'll have good matches against Sasha and Bayley and Charlotte. I do.
Steven, in one word, how do you feel about Nia Jax?
She wasn't as bad as I thought she would be on Raw for her debut.
Never
match.
mind. Don't answer that one word. Don't
I feel
answer
like that one word's really bad.
I mean, look, I think for her first match, it wasn't that bad. It could have been a lot worse.
Samoan.
Should form the new family. I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I got it. Samoan.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it.
Then with Sasha's backstage with Golden Truth, they're looking for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the two oldest guys in the place to play Pokemon
Yeah.
Go. That works.
Yeah.
JBL Booker T is not commentary. Jerry Lawler is not commentary either. They're doing the pre-show stuff. JBL's on SmackDown. Cole is on Raw.
No sucky ducky quack quack.
Then we had Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn versus Jericho versus Sheamus. The first match was better, by the way. The Fatal 4-Way was a lot better than this one.
Yeah, of
Reigns
course.
wins with the spear. Jericho shouldn't even have been in this match.
Yeah.
No. This is why I've
Why, a
denounced.
question. Why was Sheamus even in it?
Because he was the world champion.
Just saying.
That's the only reason. Who else you put in it? If
Well, if you're saying that, then Jericho was a
hold-
world champion.
I know, but Sheamus is better than Jericho at this point. If you was going to take one of these guys out, who would you put in their place? On Raw, who would you put in the place?
If I was going to take out, if I was going to take out Jericho, it's easy. Just give me any name you want to.
Big Show?
Yeah.
Kane?
I'd rather see either one of those two. They've been world champions since Jericho has.
I would have put. I
At
would have
least they
put
both
Miz.
been in
I'm
the-
surprised you said that.
Okay,
I would've
at
put
least-
Miz in it.
No, here's my problem. Well, Miz is on SmackDown, so you can do that.
Wow.
My only problem with that is at least Kane's had a title match in the last year. Where the heck has Jericho been?
By the way, Mr. Kane, I told him he could go ahead and take off the mask because it's really hot in this room for him. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's really hot.
Yeah.
He sweats a lot, in case you didn't know.
And it's also hasn't been washed in 3 years.
I don't think
Sounds
he's
like
ever
a personal problem, sir.
This ain't my bad.
Then we had the worst segment of the show, I believe. New Day comes out. They are the longest reigning tag team champs. The only thing that saved it was Anderson and Gallows came out and break up the party and beat up New Day.
That's
the only thing.
Listen,
Well, you're not even going to talk about Sonny Boy?
who
Are you
cares?
talk about
No,
Sonny
no,
Boy?
No,
It was horrible.
No,
It was horrible.
No,
Sonny Boy. Yeah.
no. Listen. I'm so sick of New Day.
Yeah.
That crap is just officially gone. It is crap. It is garbage. None of them are that good in the ring outside of a Royal Rumble spot for Kofi. Sorry. Xavier Woods is supposed to be like this wrestler, and I don't see it. I don't know if it's bad booking or what. He's just not that good. And I don't know if Bray Wyatt raped him at the farm or what, but he's like so deathly afraid of another grown man for like no reason at all.
Yeah, we hope Enzo and Cass are involved in that world title, tag team title picture. We'll see, though.
Probably not.
Yeah, it was bad, though. Then we had Neville is back versus Curtis Axel. The chain is broke. Neville wins with the red arrow.
Did it? Did the chain break?
I think the chain finally broke.
Did the chain break? Couldn't carry it over to SmackDown.
I don't know. Adrian, no, I just don't care. I mean,
No, he's going to be a spot guy. That's all he is.
I mean, I felt like he's been gone so long he forgot who he was.
Did you just double dummy over there?
I did a double dummy.
Yeah, it was like in stereo.
It was very good, wasn't it? All right, but anyway, yeah, they completely forgot who Neville was.
I mean, I never really knew who he was to start with because I feel like I seen him one time on Raw, then he gets injured. So
The only reason he should be on Raw is because the Cruiserweight Championship is coming.
Neville should not be on SmackDown. Do not put that on us, sir. Do not put that on SmackDown. No.
Oh, I'm
he
sorry.
shouldn't
You're
even
part
be
of
hired.
SmackDown over here?
He shouldn't even be hired.
No, he should be on Raw because of the Cruiserweight division. That's the only reason.
I love how we
Neville.
did the draft, and this guy went for SmackDown, and you went for Raw, and it's like completely switched.
Oh, yeah, because he wanted Raw.
Well, hold on.
He was the champ.
I'm the world champion. The world champion's on SmackDown, so I got to go with SmackDown.
No,
right
I
now.
gave him the
And
option.
I am wearing
You remember?
blue. I am wearing blue.
If you remember correctly, I gave him the option.
I did
because
pick-
I
I
was
did pick for Raw.
I was the champion before the draft.
I only
So,
picked for Raw because 3-hour show versus 2-hour show. I get
Right.
to see more of my girls.
That's right. So, but then we had the WWE Women's
4
title.
Divas matches every Monday night.
That's true.
Then we had the WWE's Women's title, Charlotte versus Sasha. Sasha wins with the bank statement.
It is
a very great match. A very great match.
It is
Great
about
match. Forget
time.
that.
It is about time, too.
Absolutely. I agree.
Charlotte just needs to repackage a little bit, get the taste of her daddy being with her all the time when she won a title out of everybody's mouth, and she'll be okay. She will be okay. Charlotte is actually looking better in the ring than from when she first debuted, if that's possible.
Yeah. I don't believe you should have saved it till SummerSlam because I felt that was great for Raw only because you made an impact.
They
you
needed
made
an
a
impact.
difference.
You're right.
Made an impact?
They made an impact.
Yeah. Woo! Deletion time.
Good job, Vanguard.
Mule.
Obsolete.
I figured out who Vanguard is.
Who's Vanguard? My Vanguard.
I was wondering who controls
dog,
it.
Steven and his little dog or Vanguard are sitting back in the back like the remote controls.
You are a creeper. I can see it.
I'm Vanguard.
Hey, whoa.
Come on,
Whoa.
He is not a member of the Creepers, okay?
No, I say he's
They're-
a creeper.
I'm
the original creeper. I'm the creeper before the tag team.
No. There ain't but 3 creepers, and that's me and Scott, the tag team, and Mr. Countlight is our manager.
I'm like
There's only
how
3 creepers.
I'm like how George the Animal Steel was the original oddity before the oddities. That's
right. That's where you fit in. Yeah, oddities.
Anyway, I
go.
thought it was a great match. I'm sure we'll see this again, but hopefully, like you said,
We have
down the
to.
road. At SummerSlam, you'll see a rematch, and then Charlotte goes away for a little bit and come back. I can see Charlotte. Charlotte needs to have a rivalry against Nikki, and then you can bring her back in. No, Becky will win something at some time. I don't know what. Then Darren Young's backstage with Bob Backlund. Golden Truth walks in for another Pokemon. Charlotte and Dana Brooke backstage with Tom Phillips. Strowman versus some jobber. Strowman wins with a reverse chokeslam. Hey, it was decent. I mean, they're the Great Khali over again. Why not?
Excuse me, a reverse choke slam?
Yeah.
It doesn't work only one way.
No, it does actually. If you grab him by the back of the neck and throw him down face first,
That
that's a
sounds
reverse
like he
chokeslam.
killed the person if he did that. Because he probably he probably broke their spine.
Here's my only issue with Braun Strongman or Strowman or whatever it is they call him. Every time I hear his name, I think about Strongbow Hard Cider. He's so stiff, man.
Yeah.
It's just, I swear, if that guy had to actually wrestle somebody, it's going to be terrible.
Well, and that's what's going to be interesting to see who he's going to be able to have a good rivalry.
Strowman's got to wear a mask. I kind of agree
Mason
with
Ryan
you.
with the beard he is, I agree with that.
Mason Ryan can move a little bit better than that stuff. No, I mean, Strowman's, to me, I compare him to Great Khali.
Strowman
he's
has
Great
no
Khali.
charisma to cut a promo ever, which is why I don't know what the heck you're
I
going to
don't
do
know.
with it.
We haven't seen one yet by himself.
He needs a manager.
He definitely needs a manager, but we need to see who he's going against next and let him Do a promo. I want to see him do a promo by himself. See if he can do it. He might not be able
not
to.
Heyman. No,
not
Heyman is
Heyman.
too good for that guy.
I'm talking like
no.
not someone of Paul Ellering. I'm not talking like that, but I'm saying like a
I could see Zeb Coulter.
yeah, like
I'll give original Jimmy. I could see Zeb Coulter with Braun Strowman. Change the character just a little bit. I could see that.
I could see
I'm
Zeb.
just saying the mustache and all the hair. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, Heyman's only with Braun.
Yeah. Well, no, not unless you're going to do Heyman with Cesaro. But
you ain't gonna do that
You
again.
done tried
though.
that once. And
Yeah, you
then
already
they
screwed it up.
Screwed that up.
Then we had Golden Truth backstage. They once again are looking for Pokemon. Kaz and Enzo. Huh?
Things are hard to find if you're Golden Truth, I guess.
El Torito.
Well, they haven't found a championship
Mr.
yet.
Kenlight said El Torito should be their manager.
El Torito.
Or it should be Strowman's manager. The
That'd
midget
be-
and the
you
tall
know how
guy.
great that would be? Just like he'd have him over his shoulder.
This is how the promos would go. They'll go. They're just breathing to the microphone like really heavy. Like,
Why can't Hornswoggle be his manager? That'd
He
be
doesn't work
awesome.
there anymore.
So bring him back.
because Braun Strowman crap's bigger than Hornswoggle.
I
That's
say-
why he can't be.
Same
his
thing
manager.
with
I
El
say
Torito.
I want Jimmy Wayne Yang to be with Braun Strowman. There you go.
I just want to see Jimmy. Yeah, I just want to hear that music come out.
Or Torito and Hornswoggle.
Yeah, they could do like on each other's shoulders. There you go.
But then we had
Make one
Kaz
person.
and Enzo versus Shining Stars. By the way, somebody from Puerto Rico was on the show said they did not like Shining Stars.
Yeah. So we have proof that the Shining
see,
Stars
see.
suck everywhere.
Oh, he said
Christian could teach.
You know what Chris could teach you about? One more match.
One more match.
more match.
Just one more
He
match.
got the one match.
Just one
didn't he?
more match.
He got the one more match, didn't he?
Did he win?
I'm going to say it. Listen, people can say what they want to. Big Cass is not good on the mic at all, I will fully admit.
He's got better.
But that daggum Enzo, boy,
Oh.
I'm not even going to lie to you, man.
Well, Shining Stars, Golden Truth walked in the ring and distracted.
See you,
Shining
man.
Stars, Kaz won with the big boot. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that, I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to maybe build Kaz the right way. Keep him in a tag team. Let him cut his teeth with promos with somebody who can talk. And then maybe one day you eventually move him to a singles competitor.
I don't think you.
Kaz
I
and
don't think
Enzo-
Kaz needs to be a singles competitor.
No, at some point
At
he
some
does.
point he
Really?
will. He's a big guy.
They
always.
need to win the tag team belts at least 2 or 3 times.
I don't think
before you
Enzo
bring them
could
up.
be a single.
I disagree because
Really?
he can listen. He can talk his way out of any. Watching him do a promo while John Cena is sitting on the ropes, it's just priceless. That doesn't happen often.
I mean, let's be honest.
Where John Cena's like, here, you take it.
Let's be honest. Cena's a pretty good promo cutter, you know, like the guy or not. When Cena gives you the ring in the crowd, you know that guy can go because
Yeah.
Cena, Rock, they're not just going to sit back and let anybody do a segment if you can't hold it because
Exactly.
they'll jump in and save the segment
When
if they need to.
when he said the banana thing, I just lost it. That
Never
was good.
make eye contact with a guy while eating a banana.
How you doing?
Oh, so he did say guy, right?
Yeah, he didn't
Oh,
say
yeah,
girl.
He didn't say girl. I thought he
didn't
said
say
people.
girl.
All right, he said guy. All right.
How you doing?
How you doing? Yeah. I just, the guy's killing it. And Kaz isn't that bad in the ring.
He's really not
he's
that
improved.
bad.
He's
Kaz
improved
gonna
on
be
the
all right,
mic.
I think.
I know one thing. He does a promo better than the real Scott Ely. And we'll find out next week on this show.
Oh, he does.
Because Scott Ely is going to do a promo.
Hey, you know
and
what?
I can't wait to see this.
I'll better that. I'll do a better promo than the Vaudevillain.
Oh, we'll do a promo.
How about that?
Wait a minute. We're doing a promo?
Yeah.
A promo?
I'll do
really?
a better. I think I can
Oh.
do a better.
So next week on the show, we
What
got.
does that make you, Scott? James said you're worse than him. Does that make you -5?
I would say negative 150.
So you just dropped the pipe bomb on Scott. Screw you, Periscope. I typed in pipe bomb. I've now been silenced for a minute on Periscope because pipe bomb is abuse.
What? You been?
I feel like
silenced?
CM Punk here. They just cut my mic.
What do you mean?
I typed in pipe bomb and it told me I can't type anything for 60 seconds because
Really?
pipe bomb is
Well, you can
offensive.
still
It's
talk.
abusive. Yeah.
He's the
Yeah.
new Mr. Silence.
I can't comment on Periscope right now.
Wait a minute. Hold
You're
on.
the newest
Hold on a second. I got somebody to say something.
Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah, how's it feel?
Yeah, I'm the tiny big Kaz.
All right, listen. All on it.
Don't use the word pop on my Periscope, people.
Apparently, that is a very offensive phrase.
Yeah.
Going back to Big Kaz and Enzo, but next week we're going to see a promo again. Little Steven against the real Scott Ely. I can't wait to see this.
I can't wait to see this.
This will be great.
Oh, man.
So if you
gotta give me a subject, but
oh no,
right.
you got to figure it out.
Can I be a judge?
Oh, me and you are judges. Me, JP, and our Periscopians are judges.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. Scott says you stand no chance, sir. None.
Okay, we need to make rules for this. How much time do they get?
I'm sorry, I forgot.
How long a promo? 30-second promo?
I forgot.
20?
No.
Longer than that? A minute?
60.
We're going 60
We're
seconds.
60.
Hey,
Man.
we're going. Hold on. We're doing exactly how long Scott lasts with every woman he's ever been with. 60 seconds. Okay, that was a little too much. Sorry, dude.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
But, hey, Scott, you got some material to use next week. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. For the bad one with 10 seconds of sauce. Now, this is going to be fun. I cannot wait. This is going to be WWA show.
I don't know what I
This
got
might
myself
go-
into.
This
I
might go
shouldn't
into
have
the
said
Hall of
this.
Fame.
I don't think I should have said this.
I tell you what, Scott. If you bring Carmella, you automatically win. If
Absolutely.
You get in the building.
Hey,
And if you can tell her that you did hug her, then
you might have a better chance of getting her in the building if you ask Mr. Candlelight.
Yeah.
Because he knows her personally.
Yeah.
But he said he will never let you talk to her because you're a creeper.
See, he says yes.
Yeah.
He gives me some hearts on that one. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Then we had the main event. Balor told Reigns good luck. Balor said he is Irish. They invented luck. Roman says, I'm Samoan. Enough said.
All right, hold on.
What?
We already have Sheamus. Don't start it, Balor. Don't do it. Don't do it, man.
The thing I'll take away from this one though was what Roman said. I'm Samoan. That's enough said.
Oh, we know that. I mean, that's a guaranteed title shot.
Oh, I know he's Samoan, yeah.
But you know what? I'm glad he said that was probably his best.
Oh, and
promo
I'm
he ever
racist,
done.
and I'm racist for saying that Samoans don't get their way. Okay,
He
yeah.
didn't say that.
But
Yeah.
it's different because he is Samoan. So
No, it's not.
Yes,
It's
it is.
not at all.
Yes, it is.
Him and his smoking Samoan cousins
All right.
get their way.
So then we had Reigns
One
versus
of them has
Balor.
a smoking hot wife.
Yeah. Then we have Balor versus Reigns, and Balor won the match. So he's facing Rollins at SummerSlam.
So I want to ask, we have often said on this show, we have often said this.
Oh, God.
We do not like guys to come right back or their basically
No, I
their
agree.
first match to be for a title.
I agree.
I mean,
No,
I agree with you.
I
mean-
understand what you're saying, but if you look at what were you going to do for SummerSlam, Roman again?
Here's what I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see who somebody in this room
I don't know.
has to pick at SummerSlam in that match.
I don't know who to
It-
pick.
it is going to take him all month to figure this out.
No, that's where I started figuring out.
It's
and,
like they tore his heart out, threw it down, did a Mexican hat dance on it.
and what I'm going to do, I'm going to figure out how to do it. I am going to put whatever. I'm going to figure out the way to cut shirts in half and put half Balor with half of Rollins, so they don't have a half and half.
Oh, so you're going to be a bandwagoner? Huh?
I just don't know who.
Oh, so you like coffee creamer now?
Oh, so you're going to be a fence? You're going to be on the fence, basically?
Better than you. At least I ain't
Hey, he
building a
rides
wall.
that fence pretty good, sir.
Hey, at least I ain't built.
I can tell.
Hey, at least I'm not building a wall around everybody.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Darren Young's doing it really fine right now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about SmackDown real fast. The B show. I mean, SmackDown. No, I'm kidding.
You mean the Scott Ely show?
Brian, it was actually pretty good. There was some stuff that could have been better. Brian and Shane walks out, even though it's all about the wrestlers. He's
Well,
out
okay,
there.
they did the same thing on Raw.
I
man.
know.
It's- I mean,
I'm okay with that one. All wrestlers are in the ring. Ambrose comes out. There's a six-pack challenge for number one contenders match. Cena, Wyatt, Ziggler, Corbin, Styles, and the sixth spot is open.
I have
Winner
an
of the
issue.
Battle Warrior will be in the six-pack match. Go
I have
ahead.
an issue.
What's that?
There was a 6-pack challenge. My only issue with it was nobody drank a beer. There was no beer drunk on SmackDown.
I knew you were going to say this.
I mean, a 6-pack challenge, and I seen no 6-pack of beer anywhere in sight.
It's called a 6-pack challenge because there's 6 competitors, but
Yeah. I agree. Then we had Kane, Ryder, Cruz, Kalisto in the Final Four, and
oh, what? Kalisto's
Cruz
still
wins. He was on SmackDown. He was in one of the Final Four. Cruz ends up winning that, so that he gets himself in.
Yeah.
We talked about earlier, Shelton Benjamin is back soon.
I cannot wait.
I can't really.
I hope it's next week. I hope so too. This guy his first order of business needs to be to just destroy the Miz and win the IC title.
Absolutely.
Destroy the Miz.
I agree. That's a good start.
I agree with you.
I mean, drop Miz like he dropped R-Truth.
Yep. It's a good starting point.
And then bring your mama back when you get the IC
No,
belt.
we don't want Mama Benjamin.
I want Mama Benjamin.
No, we don't.
No, leave Mama.
don't.
Leave Mama.
Leave Mama at home.
Leave
Yeah.
Mama
He's
Benjamin.
not butt back well.
Leave Mama.
Don't start that again.
Leave Mama Benjamin in Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Leave her at home.
Leave her in there.
Yeah.
Leave her at home to eat Campbell's hearty soup, and everything will be good.
Then we have Becky versus Natalya. Becky wins with the disarmor. I was so bored, and I'm a Becky fan, but I was bored.
I don't think you are anymore. I don't think you're a Becky fan anymore.
No, I am.
Ms. Little Steven Racist.
There you go.
What?
Hashtag.
Miz is
Why
a
does
little
that
stupid.
happen?
Because you started it.
Yeah.
Then we had Alexa Bliss come out. She interrupts Becky. Naomi interrupts. Carmella interrupts. And Eva Marie comes out. Bliss was horrible.
I was happy for about a minute when Naomi came out. And then the other people came out, and I just lost completely.
Carmella came out. You didn't hear much. And then the best, say what you want. The intro was good. She didn't talk, thank goodness. So we'll see.
Eva?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
But get ready. She's getting ready to get a run.
Reminded me of Braun Strowman.
she's going to be the main diva on SmackDown for,
Who else
for
you
the
got?
next year, and I hate that.
Who else you got, really? I mean, I hate to say it. Becky's my, but who else you got?
Naomi.
Women's division is not a joke because if you look on Raw, there was a very good women's match.
I'm going to disagree with my partner on this. We may be headed for a divorce because the women's division is just fine as long as the legit boss is champion.
That's right. And you get ready to you'll have Bayley come up after SummerSlam.
Yeah, nobody really cares. I mean, it's not like that was a big ovation or anything on Sunday. I mean, nobody really cares. I mean, on to the next topic, sir.
All right. Miz with Maurice hosting Miz TV.
I don't care what you say.
Bayley got
Here's
delete.
No, here's what I have to say about that. As much as I would
They're
love,
not booked badly. Natalya sucks. I hate to tell you that. Her and Becky together suck. It's because Natalya has no charisma whatsoever. None.
so
But Becky doesn't have
Alexa
any either.
Bliss is terrible, Scott. God, that girl is terrible.
She does. She sucks too.
I would love to see Bayley on
Right
Raw,
now.
but
She's gotta go to
I think
SmackDown.
she's got to go to like
You need some
here.
talent.
And but I
going to
told
Raw.
him this. I told him this. The one thing that would benefit if she goes to Raw. Think about it with the Cena sales. Cena sells so much merchandise. Cena sells so much merchandise. You put Bayley on Raw, so much merchandise in the arenas just for Raw.
Hold on. But is her merchandise going to continue to sell on the main roster against people like a John Cena, against
Sasha.
people like Sasha, or even a Randy Orton? See, the deal is, what are her numbers based off of? NXT sales at NXT shows? Because that's one thing to be the top person there.
Oh,
But
yeah,
when you're
She
at the other
should be
show
SmackDown.
with Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, all the Finn Balor, that's what I'm saying. That's going to be a little different than the people that are going to buy your stuff.
If you go to SmackDown for the Divas division, all right, they have a lot of very mid-card people and below. They don't have that one person that could be a star heavyweight
I'm
champion.
going to have to peace out.
Yeah, all right.
Work calls.
Yeah, I
Gotta
know.
Peace out.
Yeah, we're
Gotta
about
work.
done.
Peace out. The champ will be back next week, people.
And don't forget, next week we got the bro off.
No,
pro off.
no, don't
The
call
promo
it
off.
the pro
I said
off.
the promo
I'm
off.
going to give you some tips, Steven. And then I'm going to turn around and tell Scott everything I told you.
That sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Then we had The Miz versus Orton. Can we please get rid of The Miz? It was
You're not going to get rid of The Miz.
It's horrible.
I'm just getting tired of this, I've been undefeated for so many years. You haven't freaking, you just put your title on the line.
Hold on. Then he had a conversation I saw on Raji where he says that his underdog story has not been told like Daniel Bryan's story has been told yet. What?
What do you mean?
You
won at WrestleMania 27. That's an underdog story. You won against John Cena.
I don't. And The Rock.
Yeah, but you had a under.
I know.
You had an underdog story. I don't want to hear that.
That's The Miz. Then we had the American Alphas video. Hey, I can't wait to see American Alphas.
Yeah.
I can't.
So you might see Charlie Haas.
And will you see Shelton Benjamin? You might see Kurt Angle down the road. I mean, that's another rumor.
You might see Team Angle reform or something and boom.
You have a stable.
Ooh.
The American Angles.
I think Team America would be a better stable.
Don't do Team America.
Team America, man.
Just the gold standard. I know. I love the gold standard, though. Then we had the worst segment on SmackDown, hands down. Heath Slater walks in the ring, beats up some jobber. Shane comes out. Rhino gores Heath Slater. Let me tell you what would have been okay. If Rhino didn't come out and he beat up the jobber, and then Shane came out and was like, all right, I don't know what you're doing out here, but you need to stop coming out. Then next week he shows up again. He beats up the jobber or somebody else, ever who. No one cares. And Shane's like, the hottest free agent is behind you. It is Rhino. Rhino sucks.
Rhino's a great.
That's what I'm saying, Scott. The promo, it would have been a good promo if Heath Slater would have went over. It was a way to get Rhino over. Nobody cares about Rhino anymore.
Nobody cares about Heath Slater right now.
Did you hear the reaction? He got a good pop on the show. But they ruined it. Then we had the six-pack challenge. Wyatt, Cena, Styles, Cruz, Corbin, Ziggler. Ziggler wins with super kick. Ambrose comes out. And this is why I hate it about SmackDown. I think they will. But the end of the show, Daniel Bryan comes back out with Shane. Why do you need to come out? You say it's about the wrestlers, and once again, you come out with all of them. And what happens when you come out? Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Stop. Let Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler come out and let them two look at each other, stare, and walk away.
Yeah, that would be easier.
Yeah,
be better.
That's 2 weeks in a row that he said it's about the wrestlers, but I see him more than I do the wrestlers.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And he makes them by himself.
I don't know what to tell you anymore. I just don't.
Some other news real fast. NXT review. I did watch NXT. Nothing special. Kota Ibushi wrestled. Is real good. Is good. He's going to be really good down the road. We also, next week, we'll see Bobby Roode on TV, finally. Samoa Joe is announced he's got to defend the NXT title against Nakamura at the next NXT event. It's going to be good.
Good. I can't wait for that.
And you got Becky against Asuka at the NXT event, the next one. So
Bayley.
That's going to be good. Bayley and Asuka are wrestling each other. Then the Cruiserweight Championship Series. It was a good it's a good tournament so far. I got to see Zack Sabre Jr. I don't know if anybody has. Zack Sabre is actually a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah.
So make sure you check him out if you haven't.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Nah, I mean, any day, you know. I like...
What?
Zack Sabre was okay, but...
I don't know if all his moves were as great as what Daniel Bryan made them out to, but they were good, if you haven't seen them.
Yeah.
He does a lot of reversals. He's a very good technical guy. So he's a really good wrestler.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm not. Yeah. I'm just tired of Brian Kendrick, dude. I don't get the point why he's back in this tournament. Like, is this your comeback, Brian Kendrick? Are you trying to make a comeback? Cool. I mean, what are you, like 40-something years old now? I don't see the point of Brian Kendrick coming back, but whatever. WWE will let him win the whole thing, probably.
Yeah, he ain't win the whole thing.
I hope not.
No, he won't win the whole thing, thank goodness.
But he's going to be on the Cruiserweight belt when it comes to Raw. He's probably going to be in the division.
All right. Well, that was it for SmackDown Raw. Both shows were really good. At least we have good wrestling to talk about now. All right. I mean, we've had good wrestling. Next week, we'll see more of the mid-card talent, and we'll start seeing some USI intercontinental matches.
Which is good.
Right. But first, they had to get the World Heavyweight Championship sets, which they did.
Yeah.
All right, man. You got anything else?
Nah, man, I'm good.
We will do a What If next week. We'll do a This Week in Wrestling next week. All right. You want to closing thoughts?
No, I'm good, man. I got no closing Scots. Just be ready next week,
Closing
Scott.
Scots?
Be ready next week,
Yeah,
Scott.
we got a promo-off.
Be ready.
We got the first ever WWE promo-off.
Because it's coming.
All right.
And it's coming for you.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on Periscope. We'll see you next week on Wrestling with Attitude.